Caveman Podcast. This is Cybernetic Sunday. The episode is a little bit of artificial and organic intelligence. I'm going to use the word intelligence lightly throughout the course of this podcast. Before I get into anything about the 5 upcoming topics, I want to mention one thing going on with the current state of the world. Nothing, we're not going to get into the politics of it, at least not yet, not intentionally. But I want to say it'd be great if everybody would just stop killing each other. I know it's probably been going on for a long time. But if they could do that, that would be great.
According to a couple of people, we're already going to war.
Well,
yes.
It's already, we're going to, and we may touch more on this, but,
That'll lead into a World War III thing. I don't want to.
Right. So everybody stop killing each other. Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And with that said, guys, let me tell you the 5 things. I'm going to do 6 things. The first thing is I'm going to try to stop saying you guys because I absolutely redacted that statement. I can't use the word that I wanted to. So I hate saying it. It's a filler. And here are the 5 topics. I'll stop rambling. The first one we're going to cover is artificial intelligence. Once again, I really emphasize the intelligence part. Human nature. That'll be a fun one. Evolution and or creationism. The internet and conspiracies. That's the 5 topics. And in addition, I wanted to make some announcements. We have a third host that's going to be joining us indefinitely at this point. Nikki, if you want to say hi.
Yay for me. Hi.
And awesome. And with Nikki, every once in a while, I'm just going to put this in there, you may have a special guest. Gary may make an appearance on the podcast. That's all right. And we're not going to tell people about Gary. Gary's part of the Nikki package. And
we come as a team.
He's got some
things that I missed, this Gary thing.
Yeah, well, Chris said the Gary thing, the Gary thing. He's got some shit to say, so we'll get to Gary. Gary's good. Oh, where was I, people? Nikki. Yeah, that was Nikki, and this is going on to Spotify. That was the next thing to mention. It's our first episode. I'm excited too. It's the first one going from YouTube to Spotify as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We're going to see what kind of miracles I can work at the end of this. The third one that I wanted to mention was audio improvements. I may as well cross this off the list. We are working on that currently. Now, Butters, you can rebuttal in a minute, but just let me finish the sentence. Currently, as far as audio improvements, we're having some difficulty. Chris, a.k.a. Butters, he's been remotely stationed in Antarctica on a research vessel, so his audio is a little bit muddy. We can't really help it. He's serving the world, doing his part from the Arctic. So thank you, Butters. And some mentions. Now, I'm going to mention these, and then we'll get to them at the end of the podcast. We do have some comments that were sent in to various posts about the podcast and some emails that were sent in. Now, Butters, you're going to find this of interest. Our buddy Anonymous has written once again, apparently. And for the first time since the last time, guess who has written us back?
Julie.
Leo. Oh, man, I was hoping you fell off a balcony. What's that, Chris? Step outside. What's that?
Are we going to go back to this Leo thing?
We are going to mention, well, yeah, because Leo has written us. I feel obligated to respond to him. We care about you, Leo. We care about how you feel and what you have to say.
Well, what do you say?
Well, that's like, I know maybe your earpiece or whatever you're using, the phone itself, you probably didn't hear me over the reverb, but we're going to get to that at the end of the podcast.
We care what everyone has to say.
we're gonna save that cherry for the top of the sundae. That was Leo. Some people don't know about Leo. They will. They're gonna know all about Leo.
He sounds like a pip.
He's something. I don't even know what. We'll get to him. He's a whole other subject.
Okay.
As far as
this isn't what me and Ken said,
okay.
but to put it bluntly, right down to the thing, he thought this was a podcast for Down syndrome. That we're gonna leave it at that. That's not coming from you or him.
Yes. This was Leo's quote verbatim. Is this podcast about Down syndrome? And like I said before, we laughed not at that, at the fact that Leo is a D-bag.
Why would he even ask that? Stupid.
Leo was playing a fool. I mean, you played yourself, Leo, because we're having a good time with you.
We have to give him a little
good time at your expense, Leo.
Yeah. Leo, you can go redact yourself. You know what I mean?
Redacted.
So that's why we're interested on what he said.
And with that, I'm gonna jump right in to the first topic. I mean,
let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get down to it. Okay. Well, first topic is on plate. All right, it's up to bat now. I'm gonna go to the comments real quick because we have one listener. Anybody now? Let me say this: anybody listening on YouTube or Spotify, we record the audio as of right now through Facebook Live, and we do so people can write in and we can respond, and it adds a little something to the show. We have one person currently listening to us, and I'm going to read these comments, to myself and touch on them. I don't know what I can read out loud because I haven't read them yet. Okay, one of our, now why am I even saying one of our guys? We have one listener, right? Is that?
Yeah. We did have more, but they probably ventured off.
Why would they leave already? We haven't even started.
We haven't even started.
Good.
No.
Okay, but our one listener, first name only, Hendrick, says that AI means something completely different. Growing up on a farm, it might. Now I'm only like 1/8 hillbilly, so I can kind of, I can fit in a little bit, but I got too much like douchebag city slicker. I had frosted hair and a hemp necklace in college. So
Didn't we all?
Yeah, that was a hot time, right? Wasn't that great?
Yeah, it was.
That was a good time. So, and they also say that we should focus on redacting our corrupt P files from the government. Well, we're not. We know what you're saying.
Right.
I guess that goes into the whole everybody stop killing everybody, but maybe not everybody thing. Well. Oh, I'm getting winded on this one, guys. Oh, I don't know if this episode's giving me COPD or what, but
oh no.
Artificial intelligence. That is.
What is the point? Like, what is the point of this? That's my question. That's my only question. Is what is the freaking point of it? Doesn't do anything right. So I mean, I don't know how people think it's going to take over the world when it can't even get an image correct.
Coming out the gate hard on this one.
Well, I just want to understand what the point of it is because I don't get it. I honestly, truly do not understand it. So I need to know like what you think it is and the point of it is because I don't understand. So
wasn't that a song lyric? Something about I need to know. Anyway,
90s music?
Yes, and I am going to find it, right. And I am putting that somewhere, either in the audio or in the comments or something, the description. Butters, how do you feel? Artificial intelligence, kind of like your phone. Go ahead, tell us about it. What's that?
I said, I don't agree with it. I don't use it. I don't even do the generated animated thing.
I love it. I feel like we're just a bunch of boomers out here. I hope you guys are enjoying it. You get your AI off my yard.
It's funny you said that, Ken, because I did some looking too about Generation X and Zennials and shit. I found a couple. Well, no, I found a couple that's really weird. One states that Gen X ends at 80. Another site says it ends at 81. And there's a couple of sites. Basically, it's either 80 or 81 that Gen X ends.
Oh, all right. Let me comment on that, Butters. First, I want to say that I think we had a special announcement by Gary.
I'm sorry.
No. Gary has just said that he believes that the Zennials range up until the lower 80s. So I don't know why, but I believe him. Okay, I think he knows what he's saying.
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about.
The three of us, we are Zennials. We fall between Generation X, which is... Yep,
I didn't know that.
Yes, ma'am, we are the Zennials.
Oh, I always thought we were...
No.
I thought we were...
Yeah, I thought we were Gen X, man.
Well, we are...
I've done always said that in either 80 or 81 was the end of Gen X.
No.
I was born in 82.
I never heard that.
I'm going to post that, but I will tell you that we are on the cusp of Gen X, but we are still Zennials.
On the cusp, yes, we are.
So we are a very... Now, let me touch on this before we go more into artificial intelligence. We are a small percentage of people that fell between the boomers who think that you can, buy a house for what it now costs to get a pretzel at the airport, and Generation X who all have pink hair and think you should be allowed to identify as a unicorn in the girls' bathroom. I'm someplace in the middle. I'm with, I don't want to say the normal people, but
right
the
smack
Zennials,
dab in the center there with you. Yeah.
We're right in the middle. The Zennials. Does that make us better than everybody else? Yeah, it does. Okay.
I don't think so, but okay.
Yep. I do. I hope you hate me. Okay, everybody, I hope you hate me. Don't hate Nikki. She doesn't. I do. So,
you remember my quote in the yearbook in high school for my senior quote? Said nobody's better than anyone else. Everyone has flaws and everyone has something beautiful about them. And I stand to that to this day.
This I love this. I am so, this is great that you came on because you might be the other side of the shadow that Butters and I bring to this whole thing.
The good and bad.
Really, there's not much. Yes, there's not much light in some of these shows. Like, I'm a real a-hole, and this guy, I don't know. He's a clown, and I mean that literally.
Yeah. Whoop whoop. Right, Chris?
Yeah. So if anybody gets that, hats off to you. AI. Now, Nikki has said what she thought. Butters, he went full boomer. He's like, I don't use that for them pictures or nothing. And I'm going to give you my take.
I don't know anything about it either. I just want to know what the point of it is.
I mean, your phone already takes enough information from you as it is. Now you're going to give it permission to generate your whole aspect of it. And I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't seem right.
Now, calm down. You ain't hurt nobody. All right. Let me just tell you. Let me touch on both of these points just briefly. I know I ramble a lot, but I'm driving the train. You know what I mean?
You are.
Which is also a song lyric. Driving my train. I won't do it.
Big fat caboose up in here.
Oh, whoa.
On the tail end of this bitch.
I don't know. I'm not going to touch on that comment. I'm going to go right into AI. Now, my thought, I don't like it. Does it have its place? Yes. I've generated, the cover photo for our YouTube is AI. But here's the thing. I don't like AI when AI is used to try to imitate something real. Like, I have a clear picture of a UFO with words in front of it and a big colorful spiral behind it. Nobody is going to look at, nobody under the age of 55 or 60 is going to look at that and think it's real. As for the rest of you, there's no hope anyways. Everything is real. You know, if it's on the news, yeah. Sorry, boomers. If you see it, it's got to be real. So, not to ostracize everybody over that age, but I probably did.
Probably.
That's my whole thing on it. I think it has its place, but I really hate it, and especially as now I'm largely a freelance media photographer, and to see this AI taking over a lot of aspects of media too, it really gets under my skin, and it should get under
gears,
yeah, it grinds my gears. I don't know. You guys go ahead. Throw out some stuff about. I was going to use a synonym for stuff, more colorful one, but I'm going to redact that word. About artificial intelligence, because
I don't even know what the point of it is. I don't even understand what the point of it is.
There's one scary thing that I see around. There was this one experiment I guess they did with AI, that they actually had two AI talking to each other, and after a significant amount of time, they ended up starting to use their own language, and apparently the number format and this and that, whatever, it was generating, and they were actually having legit conversation. They had to pull the plug on it because it was getting so intense, and they were literally having intelligent conversation with each other. So they had to undo it. I mean, but you can keep going. They have robots, artificial intelligence, that do my job now. Chefs. Like, they have robots that
That cook?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, all you gotta do is hit a button and
program
whatever you want.
Oh, man.
As long as you have it.
That's not a fire waiting to happen at all. It's like, wow.
Allie!
Now, I normally don't throw Chris a bone on too many things, but I'm gonna on this one. You're right. There are robots that quote unquote cook. They have to have like human assist. They have to have human assistance, things that load things, and
that's just a fire waiting to happen. There's no.
It is.
I don't know. I don't know how they would do that, but.
Robots are never going to.
I'm just saying it's out there. It's crazy.
Well, let me say that I don't think they're ever going to take the place of a real chef. I don't think it could ever happen.
No.
Never. No. There's the machine has no passion.
And that's why I think it's stupid and pointless, because it's like what is the point? I just still don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, it has no.
Right. You're just programming robots to kill everybody eventually.
Maybe. I mean, okay.
That is the scare. Okay. That's a definite scare.
I forgot what company it was, but just recently, there's a company that laid off like a shitload of people because AI could do their job, and he bluntly outright said that why elongate what I'm already going to do anyways? I might as well just get rid of the people that I don't need. But when he did that, apparently he gave away a care package to like over like 400 or 500 people, maybe even more, that he let go because the artificial intelligence was so strong and they could do their job outright faster than all of them.
Why? Oh, I don't know. So they could feed their families and like take care, like pay their bills. Like, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. So I mean, there's another aspect of it. We were just talking about that at work. Me and my boss. He brought it up. It was crazy. I was like, "Are you serious?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "He just let them all go." He goes, "There's no reason to prolong, over 10, 20 years what I could just do right now."
Wow. That sucks, man.
Yeah, I guess there are some positions where AI probably outperforms humans and doesn't cost nearly as much.
I'm sure there is, but you should. Oh man, you're just taking jobs away from people that need them.
Yeah, you're screwing with people's lives.
Well, yeah.
How they feed their kids.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying that ethically and socially, it's complete shit. But the fact is that it is doing that, and I don't think it can do it for all fields. I don't think it ever will. And the bone that I was trying to throw you, Butters, is that unlike a real chef or cook or a chef specifically, AI is never going to have creativity. It's never going to have passion. It's not going to have flair. It's not going to have connection. It doesn't have that human aspect, and it can't.
Well, it can't right now. I mean,
no. I mean, it can't.
What could happen if they get too smart in what they do?
Let me touch on that. You say it can't right now. I say that it never can. And before we get into why, I just let me quote a Dr. Michael Zimmer. All right, he's I don't know, some data ethics guy. Who cares? But he says that artificial intelligence is a form of machine learning where computer systems and algorithms have been trained to look for patterns in large sets of data. So they pretty much pick up on buzzwords or actions, and they know how to react because of memory. I don't see how AI. Give me a minute. I don't see how AI could ever possess anything along the lines of emotion other than, and I don't know how to go into this, so I'll let you do it if you know anything about it, other than we are currently working on, or even possess to a certain degree, quantum computing. Now, quantum computing, I mean, I guess the way you would put it is it turns like data processing from two-dimensional to complete three-dimensional. It's worlds faster than what we can do now. Is that going to affect how the machine can learn? I mean, is that going to be able to make it sentient? I don't think so, but I don't know. It'll certainly make it much faster than us as far as processing, but that's totally different than passion.
Well, let me throw a little wrench into there too. I mean, you're saying it can never do.
Now, Butters, did you say you're going to throw a wrench or some ranch, as in the dressing?
Well, I love some ranch too. No, let me throw a little wrench in here too. I mean, maybe but see, now you say it would never or could never happen, but if you think about it in another way, they say we're AI generated. They say that this life is nothing and yet here we are creating. Here we are doing other things that, and then look at what happened in a lot of the movies, okay? Look at Meg, the movie, not Megalodon, but Megan. They made an AI girl who actually in the end ended up knowing feeling, doing her own thing. But yet in a lot of these movies, it's crazy.
That's because it's a movie and it was really played by a person.
Well, I understand that, but a lot of movies, what I'm trying to say is a lot of these movies back in our day we thought would never happen or we would never do. All of a sudden, we're having self-driving cars. Nobody thought we'd have self-driving cars.
I don't know if you've seen the cars that, I'm not going to even say his name, but Space Boy there has created. But as far as self-driving, those things are nightmare pieces of shit.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you on that at all. I'm not. I'm just saying, in
technology's
general,
crazy.
Those things that we thought we would never do.
Oh, yeah. We're always talking about like flying cars someday and stuff. Like, we're getting pretty close to flying cars. I don't know how much closer we could possibly get.
I'll tell you, if we ever did figure out flying cars, that means we figured out UFOs, if in fact they were real. Because
They are real. Don't take my dream from me. Getting abducted is my dream. It was one day this artificial intelligence could take over itself and end up having or creating its own, like what we are, its own identity. Like it doesn't want to be shut down, so it's going to find a way to override its program. You know, there's going to be. And
you really think they can process emotions?
No.
No.
I don't.
I thought he said that. Oh, I must have misheard what you were saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we start, we're at the beginnings of all this. Think about the end. I mean, all the iRobot. I know it's kind of a star, but it's really not.
Christ,
like,
people.
Some of these things that could happen, and like with Megan and stuff. I mean, don't doubt it. I mean, could it possibly happen or not happen? Yes. Maybe there's no chance in hell.
It would be a learned behavior, though. It wouldn't, you know, like they would have to like learn it somehow.
Right.
I don't know. You're like a conscious being, right? So like you're the unconscious part of you and then the conscious part of you. So as a human being, I'm saying like, you know, so that's why I know that we're body, mind, and soul. Like I know that, like, you know, I mean, it might have taken me 43 years to figure it out, but I know that we're body, mind, and soul. So, I mean, you would have to somehow program them and then they'd have to learn it. Like, I don't know. Or like when you're a baby and you're born, you're not really, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're a newborn, like you don't really have that until you're like 8, 9, 10 years old. You like as you get older. So maybe they would have to like learn it throughout years and years and years.
And
let me say that, Butters, hold on. I know you're like a wedge in a storm. Hold on here, which is going to lead to the next thing, which we're not going to right yet. But I'm going to say the next topic is human nature, which I guess kind of you know, trickles down a bit from AI. And let me say on this that I just want to say two things, because I know when Butters gets going, it's difficult sometimes to get in. And like I said to everybody, if you didn't hear this yet, he's currently serving the nation on a research vessel in the Arctic. So it's going to be hard to hear him sometimes, but bless his heart for doing this. And
he's inside a turtle shell.
Yeah. Now what he said, Butters, I'm going to let you get back to it because I want you to have your point. I personally do not get my information on AI from Hollywood. I don't think Megan or that white robot that tried to kill Will Smith is anything that's going to happen. Could it? Yeah, whatever. Anything's possible. Now, I make a point as to what Nikki said, mind, body, and soul. Like I'm digging this. Like we're sentient, whereas AI has to be learned behavior, because unlike human nature, there is no nature. The machine doesn't have a nature. It has programmed parameters. That's its nature. There's nothing sentient to it, and I guess that point is what I mean. I don't know how, unless you find a way. Now, you guys, obviously the title of this is Cybernetic Sunday, and that brings me to the only way that you're going to make artificial intelligence sentient is to give it some form of humanism, and that's combining a human and a machine, thus a cyborg, Cybernetic Sunday. So I'll let you guys run with that.
Hi, Brandy. Sorry, I just want to say hi to her.
Oh, no, shout out to...
Hi, Brandy.
No, my only thing with the movies thing, and I don't take my information from movies. I'm saying there's a lot of stuff from movies that is actually starting to happen now. But what going back to what you guys were saying, especially with teaching, but even as a kid, if you think about it as a baby, your environment is almost the way you grow up. So if you have no one to teach you right from wrong, you're not really going to understand, what you're doing. Like, the other thing when it comes to computers, Ken, you were talking about there's no way that they can get any sense, but yet again, going back to that one program that they did where the two artificial intelligence actually started having conversations and creativity themselves and just communicating, and they had to pull the plug on that.
Well,
that's kind of scary.
Let me respond to that before you move on to the next thing.
Dumpster fire.
I'm not going to dig into it right now, but I don't know if that video that you probably got that from on YouTube is actually true or accurate. Could it be? Maybe to a degree. I don't know. I didn't look it up. It's not part of what I have in front of me.
No, I get it.
If you sat two machines down and they were programmed as such to communicate, or that was their purpose, their point, their programming, yeah, machines could communicate alphanumerically. They do all the time. Like that, coding is a series of that. And
I got one more for you real fast. You guys are
calm down.
No, this is great. Furbies. There were Furbies back in the day. They would talk to each other and start having their own conversation. People got scared.
Oh, nightmares. The 90s? Oh, yeah. That was
back in the 90s, Ken. And
We thought that was insane.
About it.
Okay,
Technology now.
You know what I pictured here? Do you remember when George Bush was president and he would say something that he thought was clever and then he'd stop and give the camera that look? That's what I just saw with Chris after he's like, "Whoa, Furbies, man, Furbies!" And he was screaming at the phone.
I just figured I'd throw out a blast from the past.
Love the enthusiasm, guys. Love it.
It's always something with Chris. Like, we're so friggin' different, and maybe that's what makes this work. Like, yes, Chris, if you want to use Furbies as artificial intelligence, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
Next topic. What happened to that? Where'd we go? We backslided. What the hell's going on?
Furbies. God. Guys, I
excited about it too when I said it. You were like, oh shit, yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about, Chris. I remember. Yes, I remember.
I don't know what people are gonna take from this. I don't know how we got from moving on to cyborgs back to Furbies, which are about 45 cents worth of Chinese plastic. Okay. I'm gonna have this cookie here next to me, and I'm just gonna let things roll because I might be driving the train, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm really in control. I don't know.
Not my circus, not my monkeys, but somehow I became the ringmaster.
Yes, Butters. Yeah, but
I'm gonna go make more coffee while you
all right.
figure out.
You make some coffee. I got a question for Nikki that I'll bounce this idea to kind of get us back on the rails.
What's up, dude?
It's okay. You don't even need to hear me, Butters. You go down to the mess hall, come back up when you're done.
Get back in your turtle shell, Chris.
Yeah. Godspeed. Stay warm out there in the Arctic. What do you think, Nikki? What about cyborgs? Now that's not so far fetched. We do have robots that are
with artificial intelligence. It's already pretty much If Chris was telling the story about the robots getting programmed to,
but these robots
talking in a new language. That's crazy.
These would have human intelligence. Like, what if they could actually transplant our brain and spinal column, thus nervous system, hooking it into other wiring within the cyborg?
I don't even see how that would be possible. Like I said, it's like, you can only go so far because we're body, mind, and soul. So what you're gonna just put a soul into? Like, I don't understand like how that would work.
Well,
so
okay.
And how would you even get I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't see that happening. Not to that extent. I see it getting bad though. I see it like getting to a point, where Chris was talking about, like where they start developing their own language, like AI does with robots. But I don't see how it would go that far.
It's okay, Butters. You don't need to yell. We know you're back.
Oh, is he? I didn't hear him.
He is.
I'm talking.
I'm actually, I've got the camera feed up from the vessel that he's on right now. They're doing a live feed for the research they're doing out in the Arctic. It's
No dogs are harmed in the making of this.
I hope not.
Why would there
be dogs?
Why are we harming dogs, Butters?
I know. Why are you even saying that? What's going on at your house? How many dogs do you have?
Someone knocked on the door.
Oh, that. Well, okay. Cool. My favorite color is blue.
I know. How many dogs do you have? Someone knocked on the door.
I got 3 dogs. Tweedledee and Tweedledum the Wonder Bunny.
It's not very often that I'm at a loss for words, but
here you are, Kenny.
I'm gonna keep rolling with the original. Now, I will say that I do believe cyborgs are entirely possible. How is this? No, don't get me wrong. Just because I disagree doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just saying. It's because the one component, the soul component, is it's theoretical, unfortunately. Like, we are not entirely sure that a soul is a thing. People, we can't argue it because there's no way to measure it. You can't scientifically, that's like me saying that dragons are real. I can't prove they are.
But when you've experienced things in your life, a few months ago I would have agreed with you, but I don't know. I told you it took me 43 years to figure it out, but I'm pretty sure a soul is a real thing. I mean, you like I said, you could be right, wrong. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right, but I know I have my own life experiences. And,
hold on, Butters.
And I believe that we are body, mind, and soul. I mean, that's just what I believe. You're right. We're going to differ, probably, I'm sure, on a lot of things.
Could be.
Yeah, a few months ago I would have agreed with you, but I don't know. I think it is.
If you're right, and then, lacking the soul, would the machine still work with just the mind and the body? Nobody can answer that.
I'm sure. But, you don't have to have a soul to run a machine. I guess with humans.
What's the fine line? What's the fine line between when you become a cyborg between human and robot? Like, when does...
Well, the fine line...
You have to learn emotions.
Can the robot take over what you already have? Or
that's a good question.
Whatever the robot is trying to do to you?
That's a good question.
Well,
I think emotions would be learned, but, everything else would probably work. You're right. I don't know, because you don't really need a soul to operate.
There's a movie called Upgrade, and this guy...
Oh, well, we're on like the fifth movie that Chris gets his information from.
No, this movie's crazy.
He's a movie buff. What are you going to do,
I'm going to send you a book, Butters.
This guy ends up... he gets hired by somebody to take out this dude. He ends up getting paralyzed from his neck. Well, they end up putting... It's not approved by anybody. So this guy, he worked with
you mean Pfizer didn't make it?
Company and this and that. Well, they put a chip in his neck that's able to make him move, and he can control it. So he has his body back. He can move. He can drink. He can swallow. He can do everything himself.
Swallow.
Now, back from being paralyzed. But the problem was the security measures because the robot has to ask what permission to be able to move. And he goes, yes, you have permission to help me do this. Well, all of a sudden, the safety measure from the chip got fried, and the robot basically took over his body. So he's still there, but the robot basically has control of everything, or that little chip, should I say, that's in his neck. It has control of his whole body.
Butters. I say this in a platonic, brotherly kind of way. I love you, but fuck, just fuck. Come on. Jesus Christ.
He's doing great.
What the fuck is going on here?
You're laughing, but there's already technology out there that can help paralyzed people. And
I'm sure there is, yeah.
Chris, yes, there is the technology out there, but it's not a computer chip that you have to give permission to. Like,
not yet, there isn't.
You don't need to have. Oh God, people. Is this the Achilles heel of this type of podcast, or is this the charm? I don't know. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Every time, and here we go. This is now. I love our conversations, Nikki. We're gonna go places with this. Chris, I want to address ours. As much as every time I talk to you, my head wants to fucking explode. I gotta tell you that.
Be nice, boys.
I think for some reason you're like a vital component of this. Like, I need your bullshit in order to make this work, and I don't know why. So I have at it. Keep at it. Tell me all about how your Furby needs permission to whatever. Take it from the top, Butters.
Even Nikki knows. Even dude, no, she even got excited about that. She was like, "Yes, it's true."
Yes,
she even included it. You can't go that way.
It was just the enthusiasm. I appreciated it. That was great.
Like when I'm quiet, guys, it's not my normal self. With so much to process, sometimes I just gotta stop for a minute to kind of gather. Like I don't even know what I'm hearing, and half of what I do hear, I still don't comprehend it, and I don't know how to approach it all the time.
We're such a mess. All right, what's next topic? We want to stay on cue here.
Yeah, we're gonna go on to the next one, which kind of ties in human nature.
Interesting.
I want to say.
How you want to kick that off?
I'm going to kick it off with a little. Hold on, Butters. I know you're not trying to interrupt because you're a good person, but let me. A little ASMR for everyone, just so you know. It's a part of every show that we do. I'm currently eating a chocolate-covered cherry, so don't mind me if you hear some.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Some seductive chewing sounds, okay?
It's probably sugar-free.
Oh, don't get too excited. Chris, it's sugar-free.
It's not sugar-free, bro, because my sugar is low right now. Because my sugar is low, all right?
Oh, man.
Why don't you go redact yourself, bro?
Redacted.
Redacted.
Oh, I should have been on that, Kenny. I'm sorry. Redacted.
It's all right. Okay, human nature. And by human nature, I do not mean whatever force operates Chris. I'm talking about human nature in general. So, where do you want to start on a topic like that?
What was your idea when you made up the topics?
Well, it's a very broad umbrella term. Yes, I wanted to break it into two things: the primitive part of human nature and the learned part of human nature. Like like instincts, like maternal instincts, mating, eating, things like this is primal. Whereas learned behavior, like if you're a serial killer, well, that's not human nature, but it might be your nature.
Oh, it's not?
and you are a human, so that would be learned behavior.
Gotcha.
So, Butters, what about you? What about your Furby, man? Does it have any human nature? Well, did you see that in a movie? Tell us about a movie you saw. Tell us about a movie about humans.
Done, Chris. What the fuck is your name, Butters? Where did that come from? Just asking.
Tell us what about a movie about humans?
Poor Chris.
I'm sorry to the listeners. I can't even. All right, Butters, go ahead. Human nature. I'm sorry.
Can you ready for this?
No.
All right, keep it going. I'm gonna get my coffee while you're
the laugh track.
If he does recite one movie about humans, I'm done.
Stop my ribs are hurting.
Oh, I think Gary would have something more insightful on human nature.
Yo, Gary, what do you got to say, man?
What do you believe about humans, Gary?
He's actually being good, so I don't want him to get him going. I don't want to get him burning.
I'm crying over here, people.
He's always up my ass 24/7.
I know they can't see us, but I'm crying on this podcast. It's so funny.
Out of both of us laughing at the same time.
Oh,
that was a good laugh.
That was good, though. See, human nature.
Thanks for letting that out with me.
That's good. That was a cathartic release. Human nature. We all laughed together, except for Chris. He wasn't laughing.
Yeah, Chris, where the fuck were you?
Why were you laughing, bro? He's getting coffee down in the mess hall while they're, on the other side of the iceberg. All right, whatever. He'll be back. And by he'll be back, that's a reference to that was a cybernetic being, or maybe an android. I don't know. You remember the Terminator, right?
That was a movie.
It was a movie, The Terminator. I'll be back.
Oh, no, you're bringing up movies.
You see, oh my God, it's contagious. It's learned behavior.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, we are on topic at least.
We are. So let's take. Oh boy. All right, Butters, you just kick it off. What do you?
2 words, and you're like, oh no.
All right.
Is evil actually learned? Is evil actually learned, or is it hereditary?
Well, if you listen to anything I said in the beginning, we're talking about primitive versus learned behavior. I don't know what hereditary behavior is. I mean, do you have a recessive gene to be a serial killer? Maybe.
That'd be interesting.
Chris, I'm trying to take the conversation from the start, from left and right, and you go right up the goddamn middle. Okay? I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to answer that. Like, let's start somewhere simpler. What about primitive human behavior?
Well, no, the reason why I ask is because
you saw in the movie.
No movie. There are kids out there who basically are so young, but yet they're out there killing people or doing things that not normal kids would actually do. If you look back in history, there are some, I don't want to say serial killers that are kids, but there are kids who murdered, like as young as maybe 6 and 7.
Okay,
and
so
how do they get that? I mean, is it learned? Is it hereditary? Where do they, besides movies and stuff, I mean, where do they...
What shit is that?
God, do you like work for like a television studio or something, Chris? I don't know. What the hell is with you in movies?
There is no movie on there. What are you talking about? It's a question.
Because you're like, well, how did these kids learn that? Did they watch it in a movie?
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. I'm saying, like, but yet again, because it's a reasonable question. Is it learned or is it passed down by genes? Like, is there a gene?
Well, I mean, if you give me a minute, I'll throw you an answer on it. And my answer is not scientific at all because I don't know. Okay, so this is, of course he has to start out with like the weirdest possible, human nature, we go right to serial killing children, like children that are serial killers. Like, okay. Yeah, like that one came right out of the back alley. So I don't, what's the answer to that? There's nobody listening.
I don't know.
Who knows? It's not a primitive part of human nature. Like I don't think it's in our nature just to kill things for the sport of it. Like it's human nature to have to eat. So, they kill as a byproduct, but you didn't kill your mom and your Uncle Gary. Oh, no offense to Gary. Sorry.
Well, I was going to say, excuse me.
Yeah. No disrespect, Gary. Damn it.
Talk about my sweetums like that.
No, I went sideways at sweetums.
My sweetums.
So Vaughn, I don't know. I guess the answer to this is my answer is I don't know. There must be some recessive gene, and this is gonna. How does he do this? Can I say something here? Chris doesn't know the topics because even if I sent it to him, he did not read it, and he's not psychic. And I'm sorry, Chris. Let me finish. I'm sorry, but I also don't think you're a genius. But hear me out on this. Okay, I was talking about these emails from quote unquote anonymous, which is not what I'm talking. I'm gonna just let me finish. I have to keep saying that, or he'll start talking if I don't. So, but my son, your nephew, said to me last night. He's like, well, what if Chris really is a genius and he's just playing stupid because it's easier? And I brushed it off because him and you both have some of the same hobbies. Now, but you, when we were talking about artificial intelligence, went into human nature inadvertently. And now that we're on human nature, you just started talking right down the center, which leads to the next topic, evolution or creationism, because evolutionary, the evolution of the person. Did this child evolve with some recessed gene that led him to be that now? Like, I don't know how.
I read
Nah, you didn't read Sheila. But let me answer me this. You're 17 minutes in the future, according to what I know. Okay. Now I'm saying I gotta ask you right out, Chris, and you gotta tell me the truth. Are you the mastermind behind the anonymous ongoing situation?
No, I'm not.
I mean, hey, you're stationed on a research vessel in the Arctic doing, U.S. government work for the good of the people. So, is it that far-fetched that you know a little bit of little computer manipulation? Maybe you saw it in a movie. Maybe your Furby told you how to do it. I don't know.
Does Nikki know the explanation about the 17-minute thing, though? Can you explain that to me? No.
Not exactly. We're going to get to it. My God, I'm liking this because it's going to be the longest podcast ever.
It is.
And that is because the pedal is to the floor, but we are literally spinning tires uphill the whole way through this shit.
Yes.
And this is great. So, but Butters came, just to recap for everybody that probably will never hear this anyways, because I don't even know how we got here. But we went into human nature as a topic, the second topic after artificial intelligence, and the first thing that Butters comes out with for human nature is children that are serial killers, learned behavior or primitive human nature. What the hell? What the hell? I can't answer it. I'm sorry. Maybe they learned it from somebody. Maybe they're born with a recessive serial killer gene.
I don't think that's a thing, but it might be.
It might be. Like
I could be wrong.
There are kids that are just inherently evil.
Right.
What's that,
Some
Butters?
people just think you're born mean. I don't know.
There's not very many times that you become speechless on what I say.
No, more often than not anymore. They're becoming, more frequent and closer together. You're starting to like rapid fire shit out there that I'm just over it. I'm dancing on my own, If anybody knows that, you know what I'm saying? Anybody get that reference?
Yeah.
I'm dancing on my own.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Kenny.
Nikki, can I just turn this over to you, human nature, because
we were talking about instincts. That's a good subject matter.
Throw it out.
Instincts, like mother instincts, is the crazy thing. I mean, like, it just the instinct of just, and this falls into the next category too. It's like my favorite ism, creationism, and but
Preach it. Sunday, we're taking them there.
Instincts is crazy. Like when you're a mom, and you just have the instinct to do things after a baby is born, or just instincts in general, just listening to your gut, which is a lot of why I think that we're body, mind, and soul. I think that you do some things with your body, which, some things with your brain. And then, that you have an inner knowing, how to do things. And that inner knowing is, obviously what instincts come from. So if you have, like when you breastfeed a baby, like obviously, a million years ago. Well, no, not that you would obviously know, but I'm saying how women just know how to do stuff like that.
Well,
what, Chris?
Even animals, they just know instinctively how to do that.
There's
what did
so
he
many.
say? I missed what he said.
I said he has the tits for it, though.
Oh, okay, he does.
Anyways, I gotta tell you, and I'll let you get right back to it, Nikki. But for everybody, they probably don't know my personality, but so far in this story, everything that she's saying is completely reasonable, and yet I want to just make so many off-colored jokes at every comment because I'm not a good person, and I'm probably
not a good person.
But anyways, I'll let you keep going. I'm going to stay on the tracks.
Well, I was just saying, we're talking about instincts, and yeah, instincts are crazy, and that's part of why I believe that, we have just an inner knowing how to do things. Look at animals, that know how to do stuff like that. That's instinct, it's not like you could tell them or converse with them. Or do you think animals have their own language?
Well, no, you've just made a very good point, because animals don't have this intellectual type of
fight or flight instinct, isn't it, when it comes to them?
No.
I think so.
Well, fight or flight is not maternal instinct, Butters, and we're talking about no, animals don't communicate at the degree that we do. Like
with each other, you don't think they do? I don't know for sure. I'm just asking you your opinion.
No. They've studied. Animals have a very primitive system of senses and actions that signify certain things. It's nothing like to our degree. Not even close.
I was just curious what you thought about that, because some people do believe that. So.
But what you said makes perfect sense. Like how do they? That's obviously instinct, because it's not like another animal said to him, hey, you need to hold the other, you need to do this and let them do that.
You're not in a classroom teaching them, yeah.
Yeah, because that's not how they, not at all. So good. I mean, that's a good point. Oh, now, Butters, as to that point, I mean, you got a good movie you want to recommend? Yeah? No? All right.
He's just so quiet. Where'd you go, Chris?
Butters.
He pass out on us?
I think he might have went topside.
Oh, there he is. Hi, Dom.
Willow's starting to fuss a little bit here and there. I'm trying to get her to calm down.
All right. Yeah, Butters, for the listeners, he has the family on the boat with him because he's gone for an extended period. You're breaking up again. What's that?
I only have Willow right now.
And you still can't manage to talk into the mic. All right. Anyway. Oh, God. Well, I think I remember one good point out of everything so far, and that was animals and instinct separating us from whatever the hell it is we were talking about. Human nature.
Yeah, I think that's where we are.
Yeah, I went into this with such organized notes and everything.
Yes, you did, too.
This doesn't work when you're having a conversation with Butters. I don't know where to go with it.
And Gary keeps barking. Gary, stop.
I don't even hear Gary. At this
you don't? I'm just like, shh.
Well, what about Leo? We can start with Leo. See what he thinks of this podcast.
Butters, we got Leo at the end of the podcast. I wanted to address the topics.
Well, no, I know, but I want him to say something in here, too.
Oh, I would love it if he would show up, but I don't think he's going to. This guy seems to operate, few and far between, and he's always in the shadows. This would be the second time he's communicated to us.
Well, have you heard from Anonymous yet again, or no?
Yes. Yeah, I said at the beginning that I have both announcements from Anonymous and from Leo.
I thought it was only Leo. Okay, I missed the other one.
No, they're both here.
All right.
They're both in here. Now,
Anonymous could be new as far as you know.
Well, yeah, which I'm starting to wonder. I don't know what to think. It's.
But if I am anonymous, how do I know where you were that night that you were that you were taking off with the moon?
You're talking about the total eclipse. So, other than posting the story, I don't know. And for everybody listening, I know we're loosely going through subjects, but we've veered off once again on to another sidetrack. No, but I'm going to address it. This is something we'll get to at the end, where there's this ongoing sort of like time travel mystery thing that somebody keeps anonymously writing in. I don't know if they're just really smart, we're really stupid, or a combination of the two. But it's fun. It's fun. And this started almost at the beginning. And as far as Leo, we'll get to Leo. I know Chris loves to hear about Leo. Now, wait a minute here. Before I jump back to human nature, Hendrix, one of our listeners here on Facebook, says, "Are you still live?" And I am going to respond with yes, because are we
like
live?
an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Are we live, guys?
Yes, we are. Yes.
Says live on my phone.
Oh my, it is. Now, Nikki and I got on this together at 10:30, so
yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
We've been talking and talking.
Yeah.
Well, I thought like people would have questions, but if we can just go on to the next one if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, if everybody's getting fidgety here, human nature. We tried to touch on it, guys, and Chris, he wanted to know why. He didn't know any movies about children that were serial killers, so he just inquired.
I do, but
I do. He's like, yeah, I do.
I look at the bad seed.
Oh my God.
The good son. You want me to keep going?
It's a good movie.
It's like he's Cisco and Ebert over here. It's just
thumbs up, man.
Well, okay, I'll jump right to the next one. Now, this is going to just split people. What's that? Gary, what is it? Was that Gary?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's like, what'd you have to say, Gary? What?
For the listeners, we're going live to Gary right now. We have a report coming in.
He barked right when you said that.
Nice.
Nobody's at the door, baby. Stop.
You heard this here first, everyone. That was from Gary himself. Now, evolution and/or creationism. There's a tough. Oh.
It's a good ism. Good ism.
Good ism. That's are a lot of isms. Yeah, you know what?
Evolution.
Well, okay, Butters. Let me take this one, I guess. This is evolution and/or creation. When we're talking about her favorite ism, that's out of like, oh God, yeah, don't go left with this one. This is out of like, there are other isms. There is sexism, racism, that sort of thing. There's a lot of isms that are not good, but creationism, that's an ism that's totally different. Okay, since Nikki, you are the only one that kind of knows what's going on with this topic, go ahead. Creation and/or evolution.
I was reading about your son, bro.
You just put me on the spot. Now she's
What's going on, guys?
Part ape.
All right. Now,
sorry, I was reading about your son wrote.
Guys. This is Hendrix. Hendrix is not my son.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was your kid. Oh,
no.
That's why I was saying I liked his name.
Let me tell you something now, Hendrix, my boy. No. Hendrix is actually my son's second cousin or something. It's Tioga County, so they're all kind of cousins. But
I don't know why I thought that. I for some reason, I thought that.
So Hendrix is kind of related, by Tioga County standards, we're related, I guess. So, but no, my son is John or JP.
Oh, sorry.
But just because everybody listening has no idea what the other two hosts are talking about, one of our listeners wrote in. So basically, you are wondering, I guess, if we are part ape or just all inbred. I mean, shit. I don't like either one of these options.
Well, to be honest with you, what you believe, though, Ken, right?
Here we go. Yeah. What did you see in Planet of the Apes, Chris? Tell us how that happened.
Oh my God, I wasn't even thinking that. No, in general.
Yes, you were.
You can go.
What do you think?
Wise, or you can go scientific wise if you believe in creation, or if you believe in the Bible. It depends on, I guess, what you yourself believe in, right?
Personally, yeah, what you personally believe in. I don't even know what I believe in, honestly. I really don't know, because that's just such a hard. I don't know. Nobody really knows, But
I know everyone.
Do you? Well, then you say that.
I know it all right now. I'm gonna tell you the meaning of life right now. All right. You guys ready? You want to know the meaning of life?
We all have a different meaning of life.
Go ahead, Butters. I'm going to tell the meaning of life, but you have a question. So,
okay, Nico.
By all means, give us the question first.
I said, here's a roller coaster.
Are you on the deck, Butters? So Butters wants us to try something with toast.
Jeez.
I love it. I'm loving this. Okay, well, Butters he's mad right now, so he's cooling off. He's German.
No,
one word I can sum up the meaning of life. Happiness. Happiness. Period.
Aww.
That's it.
Well, that's a good answer.
It's so overly simplified that it's almost has to be the answer. Like,
it has to be.
That's it. Yeah, as
you just got to figure out what makes you happy. That's so cool. Yeah.
As long as you're not making anybody else unhappy and you're making yourself happy, happiness.
That is a good answer.
Whoa, I knew he would go here, and he did.
What did he say? I missed that. I totally missed that. What did he say?
I said, what Chris? He's not happy any time of day.
Well, okay.
I hope you're happy.
Thank you.
Because you're right. That's the meaning of life. It really is. Like, you just gotta find what makes you happy and go for it.
I'm weird. Like, I am the most content, miserable person that ever lived.
The most content, miserable.
That's his happy place.
Yeah, like
I'm pretty miserable too.
I don't know what it is, but I am blissfully okay with everything.
I'm blissfully okay.
Yeah, with
I've
everything.
never heard it like that. I'm blissfully okay.
I'm happy in my misery.
Yeah, like to me, everything for the most part, and no one's going to agree with this, but I think it's just kind of meaningless happenstance, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
That's a terrible outlook, but
No, it's not.
Well, when I say, go ahead, Butters.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, when I say meaningful or meaningless happenstance, this is a tough one, but I don't necessarily believe in a creator or a purpose or at least anything within our physical or mental limits. Like, it's not tangible to us whatsoever. So therefore, it just doesn't matter.
You don't believe in a higher power?
See, this is the hard part, and I wanted to get into mine last because I know
it's getting juicy.
Now I want to let you guys go first, because what I have may be complicated to the point where I'm going to ramble.
No, I want to hear what you think. I want to hear what both of you think. I know we probably all believe something different.
Here's the thing, and I think it's equally as unlikely as at one point there was nothing. And by nothing, I mean the absence of air, time, space. There was nothing.
Right. Then, how do you think that all came about, though?
Right. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to tell you guys. And then from absolute nothing, something magically happened, which then everything evolved from. Now, I think that's on. I think that, that's.
Bang, isn't it? That's
something magically happens.
That's what it would, Chris. I'm saying, if something came from nothing, it would have to be what we would perceive as magic, because any degree of advanced science is going to appear as magic to someone who doesn't understand it.
That's true.
So,
yeah.
So that's magic to us, that absolutely nothing something came from. So I think that's highly unlikely. Just as unlikely as there was a being floating around that, there was absolutely nothing, and then one day it was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some planets and shit, yo. And then made some people and decided to make a mosquito.
Maybe not like that.
Right.
I mean, we all came from something, but.
It's not just one religion that does that. Like, you got Greek mythology on how it's created. I mean, you got a lot of different religions. Like, we're not just focusing on one. We want to make that clear to you guys.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not even focusing on any of them.
I just wanted to hear what you guys thought, because I honestly don't know. It's not like I know.
That thinks that you're attacking their religion or something.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just curious what people think, that's all. Not because I think I'm right or anything, because I don't even know. It's not like I know. You know, it's not like...
to make sure that people understand it's not just one, it's the whole, you know, the whole look of things. It's the whole aspect, not just one.
You know, like, was it recorded in 4K or Ultra HD? You know, what theater did it come out in first? These kind of things. That's what we want to know.
What theater did it come out in first?
I got it, but
I honestly don't know.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, we're looking too close. Like, if you stand really close to a forest, you're just going to see a tree. But if you back up, you realize that tree is an entire forest. There's more in front of you than what you originally thought. So step back from the whole earth and everybody has their own superpower that floats around and is better than everybody else's. Just step way back, right? So at one point there must have either have been absolutely nothing and then something happened, or something always was. Now both of those things...
Something always was, it must be, in my opinion.
Right. But I'm saying that unequivocally, both of those things are equally as unlikely, which makes them both equal. Like, they're both as likely. If you're equally as unlikely to happen, then you both stand the same chance of happening.
Well, this is just my opinion, but I don't believe in time. Like, once you pass away, I don't think time is a thing. So I just, once you pass, I'm saying, like, here on Earth, yes, time is relevant here. And right now we're living in the present, and it's 12:30, which is crazy because we've been on since 10:30, and we're just going all up on these tangents. Like,
we're going ham, baby.
We're just going ham. Yeah, so we've been on for 2 hours. My throat's starting to get scratchy. I'm like, from laughing. No, it's just from laughing so much. We just keep going everywhere. So I believe that once you like pass or whatever, there is no time. Like, I believe you can reincarnate and go backwards and forwards and go to whatever year, you know. So I don't think time is a thing. So I don't think the really necessarily planets. I'm not saying it's been around for this long or from the beginning of time. Well, I guess I would be saying from the beginning of time, because I don't think time was always a concept, is what I'm saying. I think that it was just always. This is just my opinion, of course, you know. But I believe that Earth was always, you know, a thing, and these planets were always a thing, and that life, though, didn't start until, you know, after the whole dinosaur thing and whatever, you know. I guess there would have been humans back then too, right? Cavemen? Well, yeah, you would know, Kenny. Yeah.
Yeah, I was right there. You're talking to the original caveman.
You were right there.
That's why I told you.
Because you were reincarnated into what you are now. So.
That's how I knew this shit all happened the way it did.
Right, exactly.
I knew somebody would figure it out. I knew.
But I don't know. I just don't think time's a thing.
Well, going on, Ken, a couple of our podcasts that we did actually mentioned something about that, like the afterlife, and that one guy that you were talking about the garden that you saw.
Yes. Oh my God, guys, we're gonna. I mean, I want to keep. I don't know what y'all have planned, and to the listeners, this is what's great about this show is that we don't even know what the hell we're doing. So you're.
No, we don't.
I mean, you're getting this. It says right in the description. This is raw, unrehearsed. Most things are not redacted, even though we have to use that sometimes, thanks to Vaughn.
Redacted. But, I forgot to say that.
Redacted. Oh, God, let me now.
Man, you're going to be editing forever, Kenny.
I might just let it go. I might just say, you know what?
Oh,
I might say, Jesus, take the wheel on this one. Now, Butters, you can go ahead and respond to Nikki on this, and I'll, when you two are done kind of figuring out the meaning of life and time, I'll just give my 2 cents because, I mean, this is an endless topic.
Well, anyway, Ken, this goes to you too, and I know you've heard of this. The one thing that goes along with what you said with nothingness is one of the, if you believe in NASA or you believe the other way, one of their satellites actually just passed the edge or the end of our universe, and they actually caught the audio of what it sounds like going out, and it's basically, it sounds like a vast thing of nothingness, like nothing's out there. It was just really weird. And when it comes down to that, now scientists are saying, I read about this a couple of times in National Geographic and shit, our universe is actually expanding, and at some point it's going to start retracting back in on itself also. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, Jesus, Chris, you want my thoughts on all of that? Is that correct?
Well, I mean,
well, no, yeah, I mean, yes or no? Is that, you want my thoughts on that?
Yeah,
okay.
Like both of you. Like, what's your opinions on that?
All right, well, Jesus, leave it to Butters. I got to start a whole new series called Leave It to Butters.
Butters.
Where we just do shorts about how Butters takes something simple and turns it into...
We need to make some shorts. That'd be cool.
I've been trying. I'm so terrible at short form content.
No, you're good at this. Oh,
I love it when you say that. Well, the short form, but I mean, just the positive reinforcement is great. As a person,
you are good at it. I've seen shorts on YouTube that you did.
In my career and everything, like what I do as far as photography and other stuff, I'm the kind of person, I'm the opposite of narcissistic. I fall into this category with most creative people that have what they call imposter syndrome. Like, I feel like what I do is never good enough. Like, I'm never going to live up to the standard that I have in my head. And that's just not me. I mean, that's a real thing. A lot of people that do what I do and do other parallel things all have that. Like, we're always comparing to the next or something different.
Oh,
yeah.
So whenever I get compliments and stuff, like, it is meaningful, especially if it's, genuine. It's not driven. It's not asked for. There's no, reason for it.
You're always thinking you could do better than what you did.
Yeah, there's that. Which, I mean, does that play into human nature at all? Maybe.
I would assume it would. Wanting to be better than what you're already doing.
Now, I will say one thing, and this is going to be very interesting before I answer Chris's point, and it kind of touches on Nikki's beliefs, but now this was an interview I watched a long time ago between somebody who was far smarter than I am and this other clown. I think his name is Jordan Peterson. I don't know. He's on YouTube.
I know who you're talking about, yes.
I know some people think he's brilliant, and I will say that the old Jordan Peterson was kind of onto something, but then he kind of turned into a talking head like that I can't think of the other guy, but
the MTV dude there.
There are people that possess this ability where they can talk you in circles and they can retreat back from arguments, and then they just kind of throw a barrage of bullshit at you without ever really answering a question. And he's a master at that. Like,
yes,
he doesn't really stand for anything. He just
politicians.
He reminds me of.
There you go, Butters. Yeah, he sounds like a master politician. But with all that said, I listened to this debate between the two of them, and they were talking about, is there a God? And one of the arguments, and I think I'm going to give the credit to Peterson on this, and I don't want to, but whatever. He said that if there wasn't, we really wouldn't have human nature. Like, and I don't think it was human nature that he said, but what drives our moral compass? Like, if we did not have some, I want to say, something programmed in us, some spiritual. You could argue that man, wrote the Bible, and the Bible dictates how you live, and then that is a learned set of actions and how you go about conducting yourself, and that becomes human nature because it's learned behavior, or is it something that's pre-programmed in you? I mean, Jesus, we're getting way out in the dark here.
We're going balls deep now.
Yeah, we're balls deep. The water's getting cold. They're shrinking. I'm telling you. So
mine too. It's okay.
Yeah. Damn.
If you drink too much, you're going to be chased out by the booty hole bug.
Oh, Butters, can I use that? I mean, I gotta go back and listen to like 5 hours and edit these things out. That's okay.
Yeah, we've been talking for a minute. It's been like 2 hours, over 2 hours.
I knew it. I knew once I got the two of you together.
There's gonna be a madhouse in here.
I guess what it boils down to with evolution and creationism is it could be either or a combination of the two. Like, who's to say something didn't create one thing and then if something created one thing, from that one thing, everything would then naturally evolve as it would.
Well, that's why I said in the beginning, the creation and then evolution, it can fit hand in hand, just like you said. I definitely agree with that.
Well, I don't remember any of that, Butters, but I agree with you. I do.
I said it in the beginning. Well, you got to listen to the whole thing anyways. You'll hear it.
He'll be hearing it again.
If I had to guess, though, and this is going to sound crazy, now, my God, I've always been the kind of person that thinks for myself. Like, nothing makes sense that's thrown at you from one platform or another where they have to believe a certain thing or it's going to go against everything they stand for. Like, I don't stand for shit other than I stand for what I believe. And it doesn't matter to me what that aligns with. And I think that, how do I even put this where it's going to be? Okay, that if you had to pick, let's say, was it creationism? You know, was there some kind of cosmic spark or whatever, or that, I don't know, for some reason God decided to make everything happen, and then one day he was bored and said, let's make people. Like, I don't know how that works.
This was me. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I nobody really knows for sure.
That's the thing. But
that puts us back to the instinct thing with just the gut knowing. Just you kind of just know that something had to have occurred in that fashion. But that's just my opinion. But I don't honestly know.
Now, Butters. Let me tell you now. Don't take it as a criticism, Butters. I want you to be able to interject when somebody's done. But let me tell you, when you cut in when somebody's already talking, it's fine. Like, you're trying to get a word in. I get it. But for some reason, when you do it, it goes back to the submarine sound where you're in the you're doing your research. But
that's me giving you an indication I'm tapping in.
If there, maybe just send a message on your phone. Just type in there, I want to say something, and it's like the equivalent to raising your hand, and then I'll call on you. But no, I see. I guess we're never going to know on this. But if there was, oh my God, I could take this real deep, because both evolution and creationism would also, like, I've tied it in slightly to the former, but that would both go back to human nature and artificial intelligence. Obviously, if something created us, it knew, I would assume, that was going to lead to artificial intelligence. So does that mean that being created us and we created AI? Because if it does, that would maybe mean that something also created it. Like, there's no end to the whole thing.
I was just going to say that. Like,
there's no end to the whole thing, yeah.
That's crazy, because, like, who would, if that creator created us, if that was created, who created them?
Well, Chris, let me say this. Let me say this. I never thought I would say this. Never thought I would say this. I'm going to throw a bone to the Mormons on this one. Dear Lord. I never thought I would say this. Now, I don't know if anybody knows anything about their beliefs, their writings.
I don't, honestly.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Save yourself the reading time, but I'll tell you. To make it short, Jesus is just one God created for a planet, us, I guess, and there are several gods, and once you ascend within their spiritual ranks, then eventually you get the chance to become a god, and then you are given a planet to oversee something that you create, that they create. Wacky shit, right? But but if you look at it, I mean, that's no more insane than anything we already believe.
Yeah, that's not insane at all. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm back in college and I've had one too many polls. You know, like I'm getting deep in thought here.
Yeah, everyone believes what they believe.
You guys. No.
Oh, what's that, Butters? Because we didn't get none of that.
Sorry. I said it leads me to my next question for you guys, though. Like, when you die, there is a possibility, probably very small, that when you die, you just die. There is nothing out there you don't even know.
That would suck.
Wow, way to cheer up a Sunday.
Way to keep it real, Chris.
When you pass, like, your energy, your spirit, whatever you believe, I mean, does it just go back out into the galaxy, into the energy, into the world, or the universe, or is there something that you ascend to that's higher, like we were talking about, like the garden?
That brings me back to, I don't think there's a concept of time. So when you pass, I believe anyway, this is just my thought, but no one has to agree with me, that you reincarnate into your next life, and that, and then you just keep going, your spirit or soul anyway. Obviously your body's done and gone, but I would hate to think that nothing happens. It's just like how it was before you're born. You just don't remember anything, and you're just done. Like, I like to believe that you go on and you could go backwards in time, forwards in time. That's just personally what that's what I hope. I'm not going to say that's what I think. That's what I hope, because why would I want it to be any different? Like, so I just think that it's me personally. I just think it's a wanting it to be that way. I don't want to believe that we're spending all this time for no freaking reason, and I think we're supposed to be getting knowledge and growing and learning, expanding our knowledge, and then go on, and then you could reincarnate, and then you do better hopefully in your next life. I don't know. Maybe it's a ranking system.
Isn't that like beliefs of Hinduism and shit? Like, you get reincarnated until you actually learn what you need to learn, and then you ascend to the higher extent?
I don't know what happens after you learn what you're supposed to learn. I honestly don't know. Never got that deep in thought. That's just a little bit of what I hope.
I think it's I think it's Hinduism, like you reincarnate until you actually learn what they want you to learn, and then you ascend to the higher stages, I guess, or something.
Oh, really? Well.
Okay. I should have something. I mean, I'm going to say that I think that view, that's a beautiful thought, and I hope that's right. I will say that also, being a pagan, my mind is a lot simpler, that the only thing I care about is that when I die, I'm going to return to the earth, which is what gives me life, and then my body will become food for plants that then perpetuate life.
That's your energy going back to the earth, so you're still alive. You're just alive.
You know what, Butters, you don't control my energy, okay, bud? You don't get to assume what my energy is going to do.
my energy, Chris.
Yeah, stop being an energy vampire.
An energy vampire.
I'm going to chop the tree down that you grow into and make a Bible out of it.
You know what? Why don't you take that and you can write a screenplay and make it into a movie? That's what you can use my tree paper for.
The painting can get turned into a Bible.
Oh, the sweet irony. If something like that does happen and I'm floating around somewhere and I get to watch this shit, I'm gonna be looking down and just, motherfucker. You better hope I don't find you floating around out there, buddy. But
I'm gonna kick your energy ass.
Yeah. And when I put this together, I never even thought how these first three topics all really flow together.
They kind of do. They kind of do. Yeah.
Like, you could talk forever about human nature, artificial intelligence, and then were we created or evolved, and like, to the artificial intelligence, we are the God. We are the creator.
Well, how intelligent do you think we sound to the other people that aren't right now?
Not so much. But you know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. Everything that we've touched on is probably far deeper than the collective of thoughts most people have had in their entire fucking lives. So, like, don't downplay yourself too much. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to ostracize listeners, or I'm just saying that most people are stupid, and it's not their fault. I blame public education. I'm sorry your parents didn't homeschool you. Do better. Yeah, blame AI too. Like if you watch that,
blame it on. Just always blame AI.
If you watch the video where the bus goes down the hill and it hits the car and nothing gets dented, and it spins around and hits something else and nothing gets dented, and you're like, oh my God, they should salt that road. Well, God, I hope you never reproduce. That's all I'm saying. I mean, respectfully, of course. But, God, that went off.
Was that our last topic? Was that our last topic?
No, ma'am.
It's almost 1 o'clock. This is gonna be a long podcast.
We only got a little bit. We're gonna be done by. We can wrap this up by 1:30. We can do that.
I'm excited to hear what Leo and Anonymous say.
I know. Oh my God, you're like
no, I don't.
You're like a little kid on Christmas.
Oh,
you want to get right? Let's put these next two together. One of the internet and conspiracies, two separate topics.
Ooh, conspiracy theories.
Oh,
I love being a good conspiracy theory.
Now you're getting comfortable again. No, it's only 1 o'clock. All right.
No, I love good conspiracy theories. So I'd
far,
like to hear some.
We've figured out nothing about artificial intelligence. Human nature is whatever. It's whatever Chris does. That's human nature. Evolution or creationism? Who cares? You don't know, and neither do I. And the internet and conspiracies. All right, have at it. What do we got?
No, I was asking you.
Oh, me?
I said I love conspiracy theories, so I want to hear some.
I think the internet is a pile of shit, and I think conspiracy theories they've kind of outweighed mainstream news. Like, the conspiracies are usually real, and that's the thing. They make things so outlandish, so crazy, so radical, people are like, that can't be real. That it could probably be real and be right in front of you. You would never know it. Like, have you seen anybody listening, you guys, like, the shit going on in the media today, in the news, in the world? Not that it always hasn't, but now, like Butters has said before, we have the internet. We have this steaming pile of colorful AI shit that streams us every little thing that everybody sees in real time from all over the world and even beyond the world. People in the space station doing live videos.
Yeah.
Believe what you want.
They say that the world's getting worse, but it's not. Just like you said, we're just getting more of the report faster than getting it, today's paper getting the news from a week ago.
Right. And like Butters knows this. He saw it on TV. So I want y'all to believe him. All right, I'm busting out. But yeah, you do see it on TV. That's real. Where were we going? The internet's garbage and conspiracies are likely real. Garbage. That's my approach. I don't know where else to go with that.
Well, here you go. The tabloid. We did a thing on this before. Tabloids are probably even more truer than what we're seeing out there anyways.
On that note, I want to give a shout out to my man Bat Boy and Bigfoot. If you're listening, all right, holla. You're my boys. Right into the show, guys. I'll get you on. But go ahead, Chris. Tabloids.
No, we had a podcast about this. We talked about it before, if you remember. We were discussing how the tabloids usually are probably a lot more truer than a lot of people think than what's in the actual papers anymore.
Right. Well, that was conspiracy. See, we're Zennials, so we're old.
Yeah, we are.
If you're the boomers, you probably know what we're talking about, the tabloids, but they're probably also saying, like, I read that shit. I read the Wall Street Journal. Or if you're the next generation.
The Wall Street Journal, that's a perfect Sunday.
Yeah. Or if you're the next generation, what is the current generation? Is it Generation X?
No.
Z? What are these?
Z?
Oh my God.
Oh,
okay. Whatever these I don't know, cyberpunk, pink-haired, kitty litter kids are, whatever you people are with your safe spaces, you're not going to know what a tabloid is anyways, all right? If somebody gave you a rotary phone and like a Rolodex to try to find something at the library, you'd probably die. Now, yeah, this probably isn't the podcast for you. Go watch one of those videos where you can watch Roblox or whatever it is. Roblox.
Roblox.
Is that what it is?
Roblox.
Is it Roadblocks or Roblox?
No, it's Roblox.
Like row
Just
your
R-O?
boat?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
Just R-O.
Yeah, but it's pronounced Roblox, yeah. My kid plays that shit.
That mean?
I don't even know.
You see, I can't relate to that. Like, my son rips apart trucks and shit. Like, I don't know what Robux is. the whole internet thing is kind of. I hate the internet.
Oh, it's so crazy now, right? Remember the old school internet with the dial-up? It was like,
but I miss it. Like they were.
Yeah, right. It was so simple back then, right? Remember Number Munchers and Oregon Trail, Chris? Remember that shit? we were like so excited on computer day. We'd be like, yeah, we get to play this.
Oregon Trail. Every time I went to the library, that's all I wanted to fucking play.
Yes, me too. Yep. And it was so fun back then, and it was you learned stuff, you know. Now it's just playing weird ass games like.
So was I the only one that did not like the fact that we were going to play Oregon Trail? Because I sat down and I knew that son of a bitch was going to die of dysentery every single time, no matter what I did.
Well, it's still fun to play though.
It might have been.
You trying to win it. Did anybody ever actually conquer or get to the end?
I don't think so.
They're all dead. They all died at the damn river of dysentery.
Yeah, this was fun though, and it was simple back then. You're right. It was mad simple back then, and things have just gone to extreme nowadays.
There was a human element.
Yes, there was.
Oh, wait a minute.
To pick a movie than it does to actually watch a movie.
Oh, we're talking. Chris brought up TV and the movies.
Movies?
Was that a movie, Chris?
Did we get back here? Damn it, Chris.
What I'm saying is it takes longer for you to figure out what to watch anymore or what you want to watch than it is. Because back then, you had a certain amount of channels and you watched what was on. Now you're taking
and if you had siblings like I did, you had to pick a fucking show and stay on it because, I grew up with a brother that was 13 months older than me, so I like all boy cartoons from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he always had control on the fucking TV. Ninja Turtles, fucking anything like that. Like, I'm obsessed with it. So my brother did that to me, like back in the day. Like, Thundercats, shit. The best fucking shows ever. What?
Doug Rugrats, the Ren and Stimpy show.
I love Ren and Stimpy. I actually have a bunch of Ren and Stimpy stuffies.
The Cowardly Dog.
Oh yeah.
Now we're just talking about TV altogether. Like, it's movies and TV, I guess.
Yup. Yeah.
2.5 hours later, we're still talking about TV.
Maybe that's. Let me say, guys, maybe that's the common thread here with everything.
I'm on live.
Oh, is that Gary?
I can't edit this. No, Violet, my daughter.
Oh.
And I was like, be quiet, I'm live, Vi.
Oh, Violet's
She walked out of her room like talking. I'm like, yo.
She's all right.
She's like, I want to be part of the live. No, you don't. You're 9.
Surprise guest on the show, but I don't think Violet. She probably shouldn't hear half of the things that we say.
No, you shouldn't be listening to this conversation.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, at least not on our end. Like if it was on a live speaker, I would say probably not. But I don't know. I mean, God, like the things that we heard growing up. This was the 80s and 90s. Like.
Yeah. The 80s was so different of a time.
Oh, man, you get swore at for 20 minutes before you got your ass whooped.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
I'm surprised we survived half of our shit.
You know what? I'd laugh about
I've
this
never
all
hit
the
one of my
time.
kids before, so I probably think completely different than you, but I've never hit one of my kids. Never one of the 3 kids have I ever put my hands on. But that's just my belief. Like, I don't think you should put your hands on your kids, but we don't need to get into that subject. I'm just saying, like, but I do understand, but I understand what you're saying. Like, you even looked at your parents wrong in the 80s. You would get punched in the face. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, like, you even talk back or anything, like, I have to say 45 times to Vi to get her shoes on. And I'm just like, okay, I'm starting to really lose my shit right now, Vi. Like, you gotta hurry up, man.
You get the wooden spoon to the ass. That's what you got, a wooden spoon to the ass.
Oh, more than that, yeah. 80s was a crazy time.
You got the ball, you got the wooden spoon.
You got more than, like, I'll tell you, growing up,
anything nearby.
I'll say, now, let me tell you.
Just thrown at your head.
What's up, chat?
Guys, a little bit. Chris?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, no.
No. Sounds so innocent. No.
What the hell am I looking at?
What are you looking at?
Screen. You're going to have to elaborate on that thought, Kenny. What am I looking at?
Well, hold on, guys.
We don't know.
Did somebody just say, "What's up, chat"?
Oh, Violet said that. Sorry. No, my daughter said that.
Oh, no. Okay. She freaked. I've got like several cameras going on and stuff, and I'm like,
where'd that come from?
And I'm like, what in the world is going on? Like,
see, you just distracted stuff.
Oh, no. This added a whole new mystery. I thought maybe Anonymous was tapping into my computer again.
Oh, no.
Lord.
We do have
Lord
to get to that eventually, though. We're still just so back and forth.
That gave me a scare. That's all that was.
Oh, man.
Chris knows about Anonymous. This guy is.
To be warned again, Ken thinks I'm anonymous. In a sense.
But you're not?
No, I'm
You're
really
for real not, Chris? No. Well, then I guess he remains anonymous.
The whole thing. Like,
so it remains.
Now, I know you get
anonymous. You might want to tell them a little bit more about it.
Butters. I told you we're gonna get to it.
Yeah,
we're not there yet. Stop asking. Remember? Are we there yet?
That's why he was asking.
Yeah, we talk about it. He cannot wait to talk about it. And we're going to get there, I promise. I want to give my 2 cents on the internet and conspiracies. Now, oh God, I don't even know where you guys were because Butters is notorious for taking everything. Now, guys, I printed out 15 pages of well-structured key points. Everything. Like, that's not what this show is. If you're looking for like guided, structured, well-told stories, stay on the rail information,
not gonna get
you're in the wrong place. You fucked up. Bottom line. Okay, I know Butters was mentioning, oh yes, I was saying growing up, I had 2 different kind of grandmothers. I had my Polish grandmother on my father's side, tiny little woman, must have been like, I don't know, maybe 5 foot, less than 100 pounds, I know that. Whenever, you know, you're talking about beating your kids or whatever, she'd just give you a little tap on the cheek, not hitting you like patting you, like good boy kind of thing, and just look at you, and you knew you did wrong. And then you had my grandmother on my mother's side, who was a bigger Irish woman, and yeah, boy, she did not spare the rod. I will tell you that. As the good book said, I was not spared. Take them to church Sunday. Put the music on right now. Cue the music. That's going into the live stream. There's going to be some religious music. I'm going to flash back to every beating I got. I deserved. I'll tell you. All right,
I'm sure I did too.
5 topics, guys. Now we've covered. This is just to go over it for the listeners, so I'm not killing us here with the podcast. But artificial intelligence, human nature, evolution, and/or creationism. Internet and conspiracies. We have talked for 3 hours, and we have answered absolutely none of your questions, and we have left you with more questions.
Probably more questions, yes.
More questions. I hope you know less than you did before you started listening to us. Good job.
We don't take the shit. We just disturb them.
Oh, one of Butter's favorite sayings. You're going to hear that throughout several.
Love it.
Now, from there, I know Butters has been going crazy about this. Now, I have my little script that I write up in front of me, and it tells me right now that I should be looking at my printouts and telling you all this information that I print. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use these 5 printouts to do 5 separate individual topics on each one of these things and break it down where it's not 3 of us, because this is pure madness, and I love it.
Yeah.
But we are not.
It's hard with people.
We didn't help these people at all.
No.
We didn't help them at all. You have learned nothing. You cannot get these 3 hours back. If anybody actually listens to this point, this is 3 hours of your life that you're never getting back.
Props. Props, mad props.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. Thank you.
Nobody's made it this far. We're never going to get a video watched.
Can you imagine listening?
He's in his turtle shell still. What did you say? I don't know what's going on with Chris.
I said we're the ones creating it, so if they're missing 3 hours of their, well, we're actually choosing to do this, so we're passing 3 hours of our lives too. So what does that say for us?
We're the dookie shooters. That's what we do, Chris.
The dookie shooters. The menajacast we're doing here.
Menajacast. I love that.
Yeah, a little play on words, if you will. I'm sure most people probably won't understand it, but I'm going to keep it on there.
It's cool.
All right, let's Butters. We're going to give. We'll get into it. Damn it! I know you're excited. You're like a chihuahua. We're gonna give Nikki the rundown here. Yeah, whatever. You kid in the candy. I have diabetes. All right, buddy. Kid in the candy store. Probably, you fat shit. All that sweet crap you made growing up. Maybe you should have thought about them carbohydrates before you went pushing your drugs on people.
You.
Jeez.
Oh boy, if you die before me, let me tell you, I'm sending you out, buddy. I'm sending you out. You're gonna love it. Every day, I'm gonna sit at your grave and play country music.
I don't want to think about that. You know how many friends I've lost? Oh, it's too many.
Well,
I don't want to lose any more.
Horrible. Like, I'll say that is horrible. I mean, we've all lost a lot, but I like
6 in 2 years. Like 6 people in 2 years, like that I was really close to. Like Johnny and my mother-in-law and like Ben, Violet's dad. So like just recently too. That just happened over the summer. So I mean, those are horrible. Like, you know, just a lot of like people I was really close with too. It's like, what the hell?
I'm sorry about that. I saw that. I do apologize, but you're definitely strong. You look like you're doing well too. So.
I'm trying, but I fell apart for a while, Chris. Like I got really bad for a minute. I lost like 50 pounds and I was really depressed and I was just giving up. I wanted to die. I just wanted to die. And I turned it all around and I pulled my fat out of the fire because I knew I was the only one that could do it. And, you know, and I don't know. I don't know what happened. It was just like, I just knew that I couldn't do that anymore. And I couldn't do it to Violet. Like, what was going to happen if something happens to me, you know?
Which brings me to another
she already lost her dad.
Which brings me to another question to go along with our podcast a little bit. I mean, when this shit happens, I mean, is it fate? Is it destiny? Is there... I mean, was there something that, you know what I mean? A lot of these things, it could go back into our podcast as in conspiracy, like, what are we trying to be taught here? It's their time, but yeah, you know, I mean, is there something we need to learn? It's just weird how, like you said, how life in general just works.
Yeah, are we going to answer that? And...
You want to know if it was fate?
Well, not like fate, but like there's destiny, there's fate, there's stuff like that. Like, is there?
I hope. I mean, like, I was gonna say, like, I hope it didn't just like happen for no reason. But I mean, I would like to hope, but I don't know. I mean, there's no way of really knowing.
That's the way to. The thing is, things happen, like, do they always happen for a reason, but did the reason cause it, or did the cause create a reason?
Going deep again.
That's where it always splits, and that's where it always splits, and that's where science always interjects with faith, and there really is no answer. There really is no answer, which does lend credibility to faith, because if you can't answer from either one of those two platforms, then the only thing you either have is utter disbelief or faith. There's nothing. You're at ground zero.
Well, and just like what pulled you out of it, you had to pull yourself out of it. My grandparents went, it wasn't as bad as what, but yeah, it's just, you got to have faith to pull yourself. You got to find something to pull yourself out. And sometimes it's just faith is what's holding you on until you're able to, you got to have faith. Like, all right, I'm going to get out of it. Yeah, I'm feeling the way I'm doing, but I can't do this because I got other people relying on me.
I was totally wasting away. Yeah, and that's you have to. Yeah, you hit a point where it's just like, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm. But just like, I don't know. You just have to have faith that things are going to get better, and that's where that comes in.
Yeah.
God, guys, there's so many spurs I can go off of this.
I know.
Should I take any of them, or should I just get into the closing?
If you could briefly do it, go ahead. We'd love, might as well.
Oh, if I could briefly do it.
It's only been 3.5 hours, 3 hours. This is the longest podcast in history. We're so deep in thought on this one.
I'm hoping they let me upload this.
I know, it's long.
Let me say this. At the very least, someone's passing or someone's hardship while they're here or something may not have its own, like, reason. It may not be in destiny, but because it happened, then creates something for somebody else. Like, you are then going through that situation, and maybe their struggle, what they're dealing with, or their passing has then given something to your life. Now, does that mean that it was meant to be because what happened to them was meant to happen because it does something for others? Maybe.
Yeah, what a crazy chain reaction to that.
Yeah.
Like, man, that would just go off on, wow, like a lot of sparks in the air. I don't know.
I love, like, just, I think I love anything theory, because you don't have to staple any solid fact to it, but, like, even theoretical science or anything like this, because it's open to possibility. It hasn't been written in stone yet. Yeah. And this is something that never will. Like, you're not going to know until it's done.
No. Even then, who knows?
Even then, you might not know. So.
Yes.
All right, guys. That was my thought on that. My brain is scrambled.
My brain is fried right now. I know. It's a long podcast.
Let me give Nikki the quick. What's that? The submarine's getting deep?
Well, I said, yeah. This whole submarine got deep.
Word.
I would hope so.
I guess. Let me just. I'm gonna wrap this up with the closing. The two main things that you wanted me to tell Nikki about these two things. Because she isn't caught up to speed. We've been doing this for a while. First thing is Leo. We told you what Leo said, everybody. He was and now I don't know if anyone's going to get a kick at it. God, do I even want to read this? Okay. Now, Leo was a person that wrote it on Facebook about a previous podcast or several podcasts, and he had a question for Butters and I. And this is his quote, Leo's quote, verbatim, nothing to do with us. Leo said, "Is this podcast about Down syndrome?" Why did Leo say that? Because Leo's that kind of person. And Leo has not written back, even though we've said so much about Leo throughout the course of these podcasts.
Oh, too much.
recently, like I said, Nikki has joined the cast, and her and I have done a podcast. Sorry, I still got that prepubescent thing going on with the voice. I think it's from podcasting because...
I was going to say, it probably is.
I'm like a woolly mammoth, so, don't know what to tell you. But Nikki and I had done a podcast, the two of us. It was on something. I can't think of something.
It was on Paranormal Activity.
That was, Paranormal JC.
That was my first one, and I was so nervous, and I was like talking a mile a minute.
Yeah.
I'm a little more calm this time.
But that brings me to here, where Leo had written back in with a comment. Now, Leo has since pulled the comment down. This was on YouTube, on the channel itself. Which I've never had a comment there yet, but it was underneath the video for a short time. I don't know if he pulled it or it got removed, but it was underneath the video that Nikki and I had done. And again, Butters, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to keep the face, and I'm... So, Leo, quote unquote, verbatim, after knowing what you know previously, had written underneath that video. His quote was, "Does she have Down syndrome? Question mark."
About me?
Yes. Yes.
Because I was talking fast? I've always talked this way. You think it's like I just woke up one day and I said, no, this is how I always talk.
Nikki, welcome.
No, I don't.
Yeah, anybody out there, apparently anybody who
I didn't see that comment
has Down syndrome. So come on down. Literally.
So, this was posted maybe 2 days or so after the video was up. I saw the comment.
I didn't see that. Wow.
How long? I mean, did you look at the video right away, or was it a couple days later?
No, I looked at it right away. I wanted to hear,
All right.
so I could figure out what I did wrong for next time.
He wrote a couple days later, and I had laugh emoji thingy and it was down. Like, I don't know, within the same day. So maybe somebody flagged it because...
It was probably YouTube, yeah. They probably took it down.
Now, welcome to...
Answer your question, no.
Welcome to hating Leo. I mean, Leo, he's the one. Leo, normally I'd have all sorts of colorful things to say, but God, after today's podcast, I don't even want to talk to you, Leo. Go.
Everybody has Down syndrome?
I think that. Oh my God. I think so. Okay, well.
I think we're all getting a little tired now at this point. We're getting loopy now.
I think that he thinks that anyone tied to this podcast does. Leo, go redact yourself. I'll talk to you later.
Redacted.
Podcast. Yeah, redacted.
Redacted.
Now, that's Leo. And the one last thing in closing.
He sounds excellent.
He's a great person. He would definitely...
Awesome.
You don't know who it is?
No, just...
Oh, it's just an anonymous person?
Just a guy. No. Leo's not anonymous. His name is on there as Leo.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Probably short for Leonardo or something. What's that, Butters?
Cassie asked me if Leo had Down syndrome. I go, no, he thinks all three of us have Down syndrome.
Well, okay, let me address the listeners on this. Butters' wife has asked if Leo himself has Down syndrome, and well, that's actually an excellent question because he seems to be very concerned with it.
He talks about it enough, yeah, for sure.
Like I'm not, if he does. All right. Leaving it alone. I'm going to Anonymous. This is the last thing before closing. Anonymous had wrote again, Chris. Now, I told you this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Nikki know any of the story, a little bit about it at least?
Yeah, he told me in the beginning.
All right.
Yeah. This guy was the time traveling thing.
Even with my phone, right? And why you think I'm
17 minutes ahead of time. It's
Yeah.
Now, I don't even know what this means yet, so I'm going to give this to everybody in the next video, audio. Guys, I don't even know what we're doing here. In the next podcast, it's been 3 hours. In the next podcast, I'm going to try to decipher this message from Anonymous, but to let everyone know, as well as Nikki and Butters, at this point, what it is just a series, this alphanumeric scroll across the page. What is it? I don't know. I'm going to send you a picture, Butters, Nikki, if you'd like, and you can see it. But I have not figured it out because I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet to a degree where I can, like, what the hell does this mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to decode it. It's just alphanumeric nonsense. I have a theory, but I'm not going to say it yet. I don't know. So, is this a mystery? It is to us. It may be nothing to you guys, but if you've listened to any previous podcast, I don't know. It's getting kind of weird at the very least.
It's getting too weird, and it's getting to the point where I'm the suspect.
Yeah. And like I've said, it's going to get weird before it gets better. Always does. And with that, guys, how about we close it out? I mean, I've listened to Chris for 3 hours now. I know everybody else has.
Okay.
Hey, you guys want to put in another 3?
No!
All right, that's a hell yeah. Yeah. Hey, Chris, control your background noise. We talked about this.
That's Kathy.
I have a lot of editing to do.
Yeah,
for everyone listening.
you too.
I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't feel like responding to anything.
No, my brain's so fried. I don't.
Try. We're done.
Been talking for a long time.
We had. Chris is already in trouble for being on the podcast too long. We're going to let him go. I'm just going to, on this one, guys, I'm going to say cheerio. I'm going to let Nikki and say goodbye and then pass it to Butters. And I hope you guys got something from this.
Yeah, if anyone's got this far, God bless you. Listen to us talk this long.
Absolutely, I wouldn't have made it.
No, it was a cluster.
Whatever he said, guys. Butters, good luck on your research. What's that?
I said it was a cluster.
That's right. That's right. Okay. I'm gone. Cheerio.
You guys enjoy. Send me that picture. I want to see that.
It's nice talking to you, Chris.
Yes, definitely. You take it easy. I'm sure we'll be on together a lot more now, too. This is fun.
Well, guys.
Take it easy, Chris.
Yeah, you too.
You know, guys, before I end this, I might even just leave this in for fun. We should have all signed out of the podcast and then had our goodbye conversations, but...
yeah, that's true.
You see, guys, and I'm saying, see, guys, and I told myself I wasn't going to say that stupid line. Hey, guys. Like, I know that nobody can see me. I don't have to say that. However, we do have to go.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that Gary?
Yeah, he's piping in. He's like, see, all
right.
Gary, stop it.
Gary said that it is time to cut this off. He's had enough of this shit. He's done.
I want my mom back. Let me have her back.
That's Gary signing us off. Cheerio, everybody.
Bye.